All right, so I have 30 minutes to build a lightweight calendar before I have to pick up my kid. So, without further ado, let's do this. I'm batch recording these. I want to get this all out of the way so that tomorrow I can focus on building out the AI voice integrations into the product and then actually start testing it either over the weekend or next week. So, let's do this. I got lazy here on the calendar page. So here I'm just going to update this a little bit because I got a little lazy. So I need, like, now that I'm understanding how things could work, drags to ensure the user knows whether a call is outbound or inbound. Um, okay, so we're going to run this real quick, see what it's got. So I just need to add a couple things because, as you're building out the product, I'd save the calendar for last because I was pretty sure that in order to build in outbound capabilities, I had to build in Twilio API the um, and the 11 Labs API, and I wasn't ready for that quite yet. So I'm still holding off on that for a second. But I just want to build out, see what it looks like the look and feel of the calendar before we actually start putting things together. So I was hoping I can do this in about 30 minutes. That's the pace I've been building out this part of the product because the APIs will be much, much harder. Okay. Dude, I'm not. Is that right? The first is on. Is that right? First of April is on a Tuesday. Yep. All right. Inbound versus outbound. Okay, cool. All right, you color coded it. I really didn't really care about the colors. And neither will someone. They won't even notice that I color coded it. I mean, I guess if there's a legend right there, but I might remove that legend just to make it like an Easter egg a little bit. Just keep the product design clean up here. I'm not sure yet, but I might remove that. To create an event for their double. Sign an image. Um, Below the month, probably right here. And the reason I'm not going to say you can click a button, even though that could be fun, is because what if the event is on like in a different month? I don't want someone to have to click through. Although it's pretty fast and cool. I might, oh man, I might. I kind of like that. I kind of like it. I might. No, I'm not going to. I might build that in to create the event for. So I'm right here. I'm going to say add a button on the calendar page right below the month. Actually, I'm just going to make it text. Add, add what's it called? Add an outline button below the month and above the calendar on the calendar page. I'm gonna say interactive calendar. Actually, I'm going to let it design the button. Add a button. Should say, what did I say I wanted it to be called? Create a meeting. All right, I'm going to say that. And then I'm going to say when the user clicks I don't need any of that I just made. When the user it's right here. And then see, look, I was already thinking that. I can create a meeting by just clicking on a day. Okay, that's not where I wanted it, but okay. Can you remove the outbound and inbound text from calendar page? Don't add context. I found that sometimes it'll take context as a command and it'll do something that you don't want to do. So I've learned to just ask the things or like put in user stories. Okay. Someone hovers over the blue here. I see what it did. It didn't remove the dots. So I can keep those dots there and then put this calendar blue dot on the calendar page. Info what is that called? Call out animates appears to show that it acknowledges, it shows it something, designates an inbound call is for inbound calls. Same for when the user hovers over the green dot for outbound calls. Make I'm not going to add an animation for that. I just want to see what it'll do. Because it could just like work just fine. I am not wholly sure. We're just going to see. It literally just needs to say the words outbound, inbound, or I'm going to remove them all together. Actually, if it doesn't work after this, I'm going to remove the tooltips because it's not really like something I even want. is ugly. Okay. Move the tool tips and the blue and green dots. All right, we're just going to remove those. I really don't like the create a meeting button there. So I think what I might do is slide the months over. No, but I like it right there too. If I just put a plus sign, no, that's not gonna work either. Okay. All right. So now we are going to. That's so much cleaner. I like it better. I don't know why I was like messing around trying to make it work. Um, okay. I need to know what they're gonna call this modal, because then I'll reference it here when I talk about clicking the slot. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in. It's going to be called create meeting modal. So now I can say here, can pull this in. Sorry, my fingers keep slipping. The user can also click a slot on the calendar, day on the calendar, even if I'm not going to say that. The calendar, and then say calendar and the create meeting modal. We'll pop in. I'll just create a meeting. I'm just reusing the modal there. As long as the modal looks good, which we're about to find out in a second. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. Not sure I think about that, but again, we're not gonna touch that right now. That's one of those like small things that. Here we go. Here's where we stop. Okay, we're gonna use this. We're gonna push this down, move that up, so we can go ahead and mark this out. And okay, is that done? Ooh, did we do this in just like 5 minutes? I'm telling you, man, I'm learning how to manipulate this a little better. Oh, you know what? Um, if if a user clicks on a day to create a meeting, when the create meeting modal appears, the what is that called? The it already did that, didn't it? I thought I didn't do that. All right. All right. Again, I don't know if you saw from the CRM one that it was doing some work. I was very impressed with. All right, and then we're gonna just use this. This is essentially gonna tie in past events to, like, we need to tie it all together, and so we're gonna be doing that with live data. Right now, it's just like happenstance. So you can see that with the CRM, like we pull that in, it's pulling the product strategy from here, saying this is with Sarah. So if you look at this AI feature specs review, see it's with Sarah. And if you go to Sarah, you can see that I have in there, right? So hopefully, if what happens is if I go to April 12th, 2024, Sarah's meeting will be there. Hopefully, we'll see. And that is why a long time ago, when I was doing the gym prompt framework, I think that might be video one or two in this playlist, I mentioned the summary ID and why I was creating it. Because I wanted to tie everything to the summary ID. And now the summary is kind of like the central component of this. And that's important because the summary is going to be generated from the April 24th. That's really far back. Okay, 17th is here. Okay, interesting. The one I need to be here isn't here. Oh, April 12th. April 12th was the day. What did this say? Oh, April 12th. Okay. It's still not on the right day. But you're close. Close enough. All right, that's it. We'll do my doubles on a different day because it requires a little bit more thought. I haven't gotten that far yet. So 18 minutes. All right, making good time.